Hello and welcome to Woke Watch. And I'm in a good mood because today we'll be looking at another story of an attempt to go woke going disastrously wrong. There's something trending on Twitter, and with it being the beginning of April, I thought it must just be the remnants of an April Fool's Day joke. But happily, it isn't. We've all heard the term go woke, go broke. This story concerns a company who've attempted to go so woke they are now actively committing financial suicide. It concerns an American beer, and I'm not much of a beer drinker anyway, but if I do go out for a pint or five, I never drink American beer. The reason for that is, well, I can sum it up by quoting the great Monty Python. American beer is like having sex in a canoe. It's fucking close to water. The beer in question is Bud Light. And the controversy surrounds their new brand representation. And the reason I thought this was an April Fool's Day prank is because I'm staggered that any large company could be so tone deaf to who their actual customers are. Because the new face of Bud Light is the real-life pantomime dame, the screeching, frolicking, skipping, transgender insult to real women, Dylan Mulvaney. Take a look.
Hi. Impressive carrying skills, right? I got some Bud Lights for us. So, I kept hearing about this thing called March Madness, and I thought we were all just having a hectic month, but it turns out it has something to do with sports. And I'm not sure exactly which sport, but either way, it's a cause to celebrate. This month, I celebrated my day 365 of womanhood, and Bud Light sent me possibly the best gift ever, a can with my face on it. Check out my Instagram story to see how you can enjoy March Madness.
There is more to that clip, but I've cut it to be merciful to you, dear viewer. What strikes me is that Dylan has gone from days of girlhood to days of womanhood. And my guess is Dylan's team, and I'm saying Dylan because if I use the wrong pronoun, there's a chance I could get sued or shut down. Dylan's team, I'm guessing, have done some research and found that womanhood sits better than girlhood because days of girlhood from a biological male in their 20s is fucking creepy. However, I'm also guessing that Bud Light's team did no research whatsoever. If you go onto Twitter and search Bud Light, the most common things you will see are photos and videos of people pouring the beverage down the sink or the toilet. So these are people who've gone to work to earn money to buy this product which they would now rather dispose of than consume. And what's really baffling is Bud Light will have employed a marketing team to come up with this strategy. Picture the scene. There's a large meeting room with a long table, chairs down either side, and on the far wall from the projector is the logo Bud Light. And the head of marketing stands up and says, "So who's going to be our new brand ambassador?" And someone in that room says, "How about Dylan Mulvaney, a biological man who uses she, her pronouns in the same way that our beer would use water and piss for pronouns. Dylan, who openly mocks femininity and insults actual women, one of the leading people in getting women erased from the language and putting the rights of trans women over the rights of real women. Dylan may also have an acute mental illness. What about Dylan?" And someone fucking signed off on that. Not only that, they've also got the timing wrong, because Dylan's viewing figures are currently in free fall. And my guess is that when she started the days of girlhood thing, we were seeing a person who was very confused, searching for happiness and trying to find their path in life and their place in the world. I think for a lot of people, particularly younger people, that was very relatable. Whereas now, everything Dylan does is the Plaza Hotel and product placement. So Bud Light is an American beer and its main market is the USA. So given that I'm a Brit, I'll now use some very, very lazy stereotypes of who I think Bud Light's actual customers are, or at least people like them, and why having Dylan as a brand ambassador has been met with such a fucking backlash. Lazy stereotypes. Okay, picture this guy. His name's Hank, he's around my age, he drives an 18-wheeler for a living. He's got a beard, a checked shirt and jeans, and he wears a baseball cap, and the badge on that cap is the same as the badge on the tractor unit of said 18-wheeler. He's an outdoorsy guy. His main interests are hunting, fishing and incest. But apart from the odd looks he gives his younger female cousins, Everything about Hank is quite conservative. He's quite traditional. He was probably raised in a religious household. He has very clear views on the roles of men and women. He also likes a beer, but he drives for a living, and that's why he drinks Bud Light. So nothing whatsoever that Hank does has anything in common with the screaming circus freak Dylan Mulvaney. Let's think of someone else, a younger guy. Scott. So Scott, he recently left college. He likes going out to parties, he likes drinking, but he drinks responsibly. That's why he's drinking Bud Light. And let's say Scott's single and he's looking for a girlfriend. Actually, he could be looking for a boyfriend. Scott could be straight, bi, or gay. The one thing Scott is not looking for is someone like Dylan Mulvaney. And I know the woke mob will scream transphobia, but the long and the short of it is virtually no one is attracted to trans women. And I can say that because Dylan Mulvaney, one of the most famous trans women in the world, can't find a boyfriend. Personally, I'm delighted that this woke idea has gone so badly wrong, because I think most people, myself included, we've had enough now. We know about woke ideology, we know that people like Dylan exist and that they deserve rights, and that's fine, provided that trans women aren't taking rights away from actual women. But now every time you turn on the TV, every other advert has got a trans woman, a trans man, or a drag queen in it. Please, woke people, particularly people in marketing, give it a fucking rest. But this story has caused me to do something I've never done before. Today, I like to tweet by Kid Rock. In general, I think Kid Rock is an absolute bellend. This is a man who's made a career from taking other people's songs, good songs like Sweet Home Alabama and Sad But True, and then ruining them. Kid Rock makes music for people who know how many Xanax their dealer will give them for a stolen catalytic converter. He makes music for people who have to blow into a pipe before their car will start. But his response to Dylan Mulvaney being the new brand ambassador for Bud Light is fucking priceless.
Grandpa's feeling a little frisky today. Let me say something to all you and be as clear and concise as possible. Fuck Bud Light and fuck Anheuser-Busch. Have a terrific day.
As an Englishman, that is the most American thing I have ever fucking seen. This beer now offends me, therefore I shall shoot it. And that's the end of this video. But when I disappear and the screen fades to black, I'm going to put up an image. An image of what women used to look like in Bud Light commercials. As ever, thanks for watching.